Hey guys, it's Alyssa Marie, your intuitive reader, and recently, if you guys have noticed, I put up a poll on YouTube to pick which kind of pick a card reading you would like to see next. And so today, the one that won was exactly what you need to hear right now, and this is going to be exactly what you need to hear right now from Spirit, from your spirit guides. There were other choices as well, and I just want to let you guys know that I do plan on doing those as well sometime in the future. But today, we are going to be doing a pick a card reading on exactly what you need to hear right now. I do want to apologize. We had like some flooding happening in our apartment, and so water accumulated and the floor got like soaked by the door. So we have like a fan going. So if you hear like a fan, that's what it is. But anyway, we're going to get into it. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. In pile number 1, we have a fiber optic heart. I just got it. I think it's beautiful. In pile number 2, we have Mount Shasta opal. Pile number 3, we have honey citrine, a raw piece of honey citrine. Or no, did I say citrine? I think it's calcite actually. Honey calcite, not citrine, sorry. And then I have a clear quartz point, which I got recently, which I love. So, a lot of big crystals today to choose from. Okay, so timestamps will be down below, and go ahead and click on your timestamp. So we're going to start with pile number 1. Let me just move everything out of the way here. This time I'm going to set the cards in order so I remember which one to go next, because that was a little problem last time I did it. Okay, let me just zoom in a bit so we can see what we're doing. Sorry about my nails today. Okay, so this is for those of you who picked pile number 1, exactly what you need to hear right now with the fiber optic heart. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love it. Okay, exactly what you need to hear right now from Spirit and your spirit guides. First off, we have Auburn, ground yourself. Next, we have Sacrifice, renunciation, offering, letting go. We have the Fox, your sharpened senses allow you to observe the actions of others. Okay. And we have Florence Scovel Shin, intuition. Okay, well, I am definitely picking up a vibe here. Wait, let's make sure. Let me zoom out now so we can see the cards. Okay, let me just readjust myself. Okay, so first of all, what you need to know right now, I feel, is that this is a bit of a warning from Spirit. That's what I'm getting, okay? Like, I'll be honest with you. A warning in the sense that you kind of need to reevaluate others in your life. And I get that because of everything, but first, we have this fox saying, observe the actions of others. But then we have intuition coming up, letting go, grounding yourself. And what I think Spirit is trying to let you guys know today is that you need to observe the actions of people around you, friends, family members, because I feel like some of them are being toxic. This could be in your love life, it doesn't have to be. And it's a bit of a and I feel like you already know this, okay? Like, I feel like if you picked this group, you already know that like there's someone in your life who isn't very good for you, who is toxic. And this card, because this card came up with the letting go, Spirit is telling you, let go. Like, let go of this person. And the reason why it says sacrifice, I feel like you feel as if you've put in so much time and effort to this particular relationship with this person or persons. And because of that, you feel like it's a big sacrifice to you because you're holding on to those good memories that you two have. But you also realize that you're kind of up in the air and up in the clouds with how you view you guys' relationship. And that's why this Auburn card is coming through, ground yourself. Like, kind of come back down to the earth energies, okay? Feel the earth and understand that you have to be practical about this situation. Now, this is a general reading, so this might not necessarily resonate with you, and I'm sorry if it doesn't, but I wanted to get that message across for someone that it does resonate. Now, when Florence Scovel Shin comes up here with intuition, this is Spirit also telling you to really use your intuition about this person or persons. Really, use your gut instinct and say, is this the right person for me? Like, should they be in my life? Are they giving me, is there an equal exchange of give or take? That keeps coming up in my head because I feel like there's not. I feel like you are a giver and you've given so much and they have taken and not given in return. So while this doesn't have to be sure, like this doesn't have to be like 100% there's a person in your life that you need to let go of. This is Spirit saying, hey, look, I want you to observe the actions of others, use your intuition, ground yourself, and then understand if you should let go, okay? And then if this doesn't apply to you, if that whole situation, like there's nobody that you feel as if you need to let go or nobody in your life in that way, then the other way I could see it is that Spirit is just warning you of people in the future, of people that you might need to watch out for, that are going to be energy vampires and they're going to suck a lot out of you. And I feel like you definitely don't need that in your life, because I'm feeling like, this was a really direct message here. And so I feel like it's going to resonate with a bunch of you about somebody. And keep in mind, this does not have to be romantic. This can be a family member. This can be a friend. It does not have to be romantic, although it can be. But I feel like you feel sad about it, like you don't want to let him go, and this is Spirit saying it's for the best, and deep down in your intuition that it is for the best, okay? So if that doesn't resonate with you guys, make sure maybe try to pick another group, because these are general readings, but I really think that message is going to resonate with a lot of people, and that's exactly what I was getting in this message today, okay? So thank you so much, group number 1, for watching. And now we're going to move on to group number 2. Okay. All right, so this is group number 2. This is a piece of Mount Shasta opal. It's beautiful. I love it. I got it from Next Millennium in Omaha, Nebraska. That is my local metaphysical store that I love going to. This isn't like sponsored or anything, but if you guys are ever around the area, I recommend you go there. It's such a great store. Okay. So what exactly do you need to hear right now? Message number 2, group number 2. Okay, first off, we have Burgundy, awaken your passion. Second off, we have that death will come, mortal, finite, fragile. Okay, now I'll explain that card. I don't want you guys to get too nervous with that. The rhinoceros, still the chatter within to see your true path in life. Interesting. And King Solomon legacy. Okay, wow. Really interesting. I feel like there's a couple messages in here. Unlike group number 1, it was like a really straightforward, direct message, but with you guys, it's kind of a couple messages. So, of course, when we see the first card here, Burgundy, awaken your passion, and there's a lot of reds, as you can see in these cards, that's telling me that Spirit wants you to know that you've been feeling a little down recently, you haven't been doing things you love, you haven't been awakening your creative potential, your passion for things, you've been feeling a little sad and under the weather, and for some of you, you've even been feeling depressed, and Spirit is telling you, he's telling you guys, understand that what you've been feeling currently is finite. And that death will come to those sad feelings and just kind of maybe anxiety-ridden, just kind of down in the dump feelings that you guys have been experiencing will go away. They are not infinite. They are finite. And with the rhinoceros here, we see still the chatter within to see your true path in life. So because we see the rhinoceros coming through with the too much chatter in the head, that reiterates to me that you do suffer from anxiety, or you have suffered from anxiety, or if you don't think anxiety in the sense of you actually have been diagnosed, it's a mental illness, you worry a lot. And even if you haven't been diagnosed with anxiety, that doesn't mean that you don't have anxiety, okay? You definitely still could. Either way, though, you are worrying a lot. You don't, I feel like you're not very confident in yourself recently. This is a general reading. You could be just not confident in yourself recently, or it could be that you're not confident in yourself ever, like you've never have been, and you struggle with that. But I feel like there's something recently right now that you want to do, okay? And this could be your career, this could be a hobby, this could be somebody that you want to go out with, start a relationship with, a friendship with, but the anxiety in your head is causing you to say, nope, not gonna do it. I can't, constantly in your head, you're like, oh, but is this the right decision? Should I be doing this? What if I screw up? What if this isn't for me? And this is spirit saying like, yes, it is for you, okay? And it's gonna be a passion for you. It's gonna be you're passionate about it. And like I said, this could be a job or it could be a person. Either way though, with King Solomon coming up with legacy, okay, that says to me that like this is like a destiny for you. Like you are destined to head on this path that you are currently thinking about, that you're like, should I do it? Spirit is saying, yes, do it. It is your legacy to do this. And don't let past experiences stop you from doing what you want to do now. And I feel like with that death will come card, that's spirit saying those anxious thoughts, those upset thoughts, those bad experiences, while you might not forget them, they will become less and less with time. And in a way, they will die. You know what I'm saying? Like in a way, those past experiences they're not immortal. They're not infinite. They can be replaced by other experiences. And that's why spirit is saying, don't let that chatter in your head stop you from reaching your true potential. And this could even, I must say though, this is also, while it could be something physical and tangible like a job, career, friendship, relationship, I also feel like this might be spiritual for you. As in, this might have to do with your spirituality and spiritual growth. So don't stop. If you've already started this path, which I feel like a lot of you haven't, I feel like it's just in your head and it's a thought, start the path, do the thing, awaken your passion. It's your legacy. Spirit wants you to, okay? That is the message I have for you, group number 2. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully I don't run out of time on my camera. Okay. Okay, if you chose group number 3, what exactly do you need to hear right now? This is a cluster of honey calcite. What exactly do you need to hear right now? So the first card we have is Peach. Inhale a breath of life. The next card we have is Death Rites, saying goodbye, formal occasion, honoring lives. Then we have from the Animal Spirit deck, we have the Spider. Travel will open up new possibilities and one special connection. Wow. And then we have Carl Jung, Collective Unconscious. Okay, wow, very intense energies here. Okay, so the first thing I have to say is that right now, I feel like either you've had a death in the family. This could have to do with actual death, or it has to do with the death of a situation, or death of a friendship, death of a relationship. And I must say, I'm feeling like it's a relationship, either romantic or platonically, a relationship, although it could be somebody like a loved one has passed on. Either way, one of those situations. Either way, though, it has left you, of course, in a bit of a depressive episode. And this could have happened recently. I feel like it's happened at least several months ago, 6 months ago, I don't know. But either way, it's left you kind of in a rut, understandably, and it's left you feeling kind of dead inside. It's that's why I'm getting this peach, inhale a breath of life. Something has made you feel less and really down, and like you're dying inside. And this is really deep, so I don't want to like trigger anybody, but that's what I'm getting at. You're feeling upset, you're feeling like, I'm like feeling heaviness in the chest. You're not feeling alive in the sense of you're not doing what you used to do. This has really affected you, whatever this may be. This end of somebody, or this end with a relationship with someone, and it's upset you. But Spirit wants you to know that you do need to take an inhalation of life, because life is not over. There are many other paths. There are many other people to meet, many other situations to experience. And what's really exciting is that the spider spirit has come through and is saying travel will open up new possibilities. So as we know, if you live in the northern hemisphere, that is, summer is started, or it hasn't started technically yet, but it's soon. You know, we're off of school, it's summer break for kids, and summer has really begun. So there's going to be a lot of travel. So I'm assuming that you want to travel this summer, and if you don't, Spirit is saying, please do travel. The spider is saying, please do travel, because it's going to let you open up new possibilities in the job, in the workplace, with people, but big time, one special connection, it says. One special connection. So that's kind of like, you know, wow, like that card. It doesn't come up often because it's quite intense, but Spirit is basically telling you, like, if you travel this summer in one of your trips, or you travel soon, you will meet somebody who is going to really connect with you in life. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic. It could be a family member you're going to see, but whoever it is, you're going to connect with them really deeply, and it's going to be really special. And then with Carl Jung over here, we have the collective unconscious. So what that's telling me is that this all could be, again, about connecting with your higher self. Could also be that. Collecting with your higher consciousness, trying to vibrate on a higher frequency this summer. But, it could be either which. It could be trying to connect more with spirit, with your angels, with your spirit guides, and then traveling to a new place, like, someplace spiritual for you, traveling to some forest or by the ocean or the prairie or the desert, or somewhere where you feel spiritually connected to spirit, source energy, and you're going to find a new connection. It could be that as well. So it could be any of those things. And the reason I mention that as well is because we get the collective unconscious here. And if that doesn't pertain to you, it also could mean that you guys are doing a lot of research into your spirituality. I mean, if you clicked on this video, you're probably a spiritual person in nature. Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right path there, and that you are going to discover these different things. You are going to make new connections with others like you. Since you've dealt with such a bad thing in the past that's hurt you, inhale that deep breath of beautiful oxygen, and you will have a wonderful time. Travel this summer. Now, take that opportunity, because you will meet one special person, and you will open up new possibilities in your life, okay? So that was message number 3. I hope you guys resonated with it. Okay. And then lastly, but definitely not least, okay, we have message number 4 here, group number 4, with this beautiful clear quartz point. Okay. So message number 4. What exactly do you need to hear right now? First off, with the color therapy cards, we have watermelon. Have fun with your inner child. So very playful energy to begin with. Okay, wow. This took a turn. Then we have nightmare, psychic protection, shield, bad dreams. Interesting. For the animal, we have the ray, counter malicious talk by casting its import from your mind. And we have Saint Joseph, divine creation. Okay, well, this is heavy energy. Okay, that's the first thing I'm going to tell you guys. What Spirit is relaying to me is that this is very heavy, dense energy. So I feel like automatically you guys have, one second. I'm afraid my camera's going to die. I'm going to plug it in and I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to plug in my camera. Okay, so like I was saying, very dense energy. First of all, the first thing I'm getting is that you guys suffer with self-esteem issues, or you have your entire life. You're an anxious person. You might suffer from some depression, some PTSD. Something happened in your life. With this divine creation, I feel like it's happened since birth. Counter malicious talk by casting its import from your mind. You're very self-doubting. You might suffer from nightmares, bad dreams, but, and also again, the child aspect comes up. But Spirit wants you to know that I'm going to tell you exactly the message I'm getting. You are beautiful. You are smart. You are one of a kind, okay? And Spirit really thinks that. Spirit keeps saying that I'm getting that this malicious talk has held you back in your life in various ways. I feel like you've kind of missed out on your childhood, not mainly just because of you, but maybe you had an abusive family member, or, something was just, it was a bad experience. And maybe that led you now to have really bad anxiety and to suffer from night terrors and bad dreams and self-doubt. And I feel like that has actually kept you from living a full life. And it's kept you from having good relationships with others. It's kept you from holding a job or having a job that you want. It's kept you from going back to school, it may have. Excuse me. It's kept you from believing in yourself. That's the number one thing. And because of that, you've kind of taken a back seat in life, and you just kind of decided, well, this is where I'm at in life, and this is what I need to do, or this is kind of where I am, and that's just how it is. And like, Spirit is telling you, like, no, that is not how it is, okay? Don't settle for less. Don't settle for toxic people, for any toxic relationships, for a toxic workplace. Go for what you deserve. And Spirit and your spirit guides think you deserve so much better than what you give yourself credit for. And I think that has stemmed from things in the past with you, some forms possibly of abuse. But either way, it's led to that self-doubt. And Spirit is saying, and the spirit of the stingray is saying, cast it from your mind. Because if you don't cast that from your mind, it's going to be really hard, which I know it's really hard to cast it from your mind. And that's why, again, though, that this divine creation aspect is coming up. And that's all about understanding that you do have the capability of creating your own reality, okay? You have the capability to do whatever it is that you please to do. And that means doing those creative projects, drawing again, writing again, dancing again, singing again, going places again, going out, finding new friends. That's what that means. And I feel like you do have that mindset, like you want to get out there, you want to do it, but you just constantly feel like, oh, I shouldn't go because who am I going to talk to, or like I shouldn't do this because I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough. That's what I keep hearing, and that is so not true, and Spirit wants you to know that. Definitely not true. And I also feel like we have the full moon here, so to me that signifies completion. So this could either mean that something has come to completion the last full moon, but I'm feeling more like something will come to completion this next full moon. And I feel like what'll come to completion is, like we have the card, those nightmares and those bad dreams you've possibly been experiencing. Now this isn't going to resonate for everyone with the bad dreams because this is a general reading. But if it does resonate with you, know that those will come to an end. Spirit says they will. And a lot of those nightmares are caused by the self-doubt and by the past that you have dealt with, the stuff that you have dealt with in the past, okay? And with the St. Joseph card again, and with the watermelon, try to do those things that made you happy as a child. Try to go and do those things and really just live life for what it is. And I mean, live life to your fullest potential, okay? And I know that whoever is watching this, I know that you can, and Spirit knows that you can. It's just hard sometimes, and I know it's easy for people to say, well, just cast it out from your mind. I struggle extremely with severe anxiety, crippling anxiety, and I take, medicines for it, and I've done therapy, and still, there is that anxiety. And don't let anyone tell you that it's not legitimate, okay? You have a mental, if you have anxiety to that degree, you have a mental illness, okay? And it is just like if you broke your leg, okay? You have hurt yourself, you have an illness, and you need help, okay? And that help can be from, of course, I'm not going to stand in for an actual doctor, but you can actually do a lot of things yourself to help that. And a lot of it is, Spirit is saying that you need to do that through creativity. And if you don't suffer from anxiety, then go ahead and disregard that. But if you have for forever, or if you just have recently, either way, use your fire energy that you may have in your chart and do something creative. Awaken your inner child and cast those malicious talks, self-doubting talks from your mind, because you will find that you will be happier, and your happiness will come to a completion. Okay, I hope you guys resonated with this. This was message number 4, and I hope everybody enjoyed their readings today, okay? I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.